on, the deeper into this card we go, the more happy the crowd becomes. This is our co-main event of the evening, a 145-pound pro fight featuring Nick Rhoads representing Team Wildman wearing the green and black trunks, facing off against Jared Mercado of the Elevation Fight Team, and he's wearing, interestingly enough, the Muay Thai trunks for a standout wrestler. Let's see if he's looking to put his striking skills on display tonight.
Nick Rhoads coming to us by way of Arizona. Interesting nickname, NyQuil. I love that. Obviously came here, you know, training under Team Wildman, knows about the shutout wrestling game of Jared Mercado. Going to be really, really interesting to see how he deals with that really difficult game to beat.
Oh, and big overhand left for Mercado. And Mercado says, I have a blast double that nobody can stop. And in his, what's he have, 18 fights? He's proven it.
Yeah, without a question. I mean, you know, his wrestling game is a problem for just about everybody. I think what happened was when Mercado fought Luke Sanders at RFA, I think Luke Sanders really provided a blueprint for how to defeat Jared Mercado. The problem is executing that game plan can usually only be done by one person, and Jared Mercado is usually the one that implements and you know, basically creates the fight from his own style.
Yeah. Agreed, and he's able to dictate where the fight takes place. You don't see him get taken down.
No.
Nobody's going to plant him on his back. And if he wants to stand up, you know, he puts those skills on display. And if he wants the fight onto the mat, well, there's that blast double that he wants.
Mm-hmm. Very opportunistic type of fighter. But just like you said, you know, he's showing some striking. I mean, normally by this time he's got somebody on their back right now. He really does. You know?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Mercado leaning in, chin up, chin out, hands down, and almost taunting his opponent Rhoads, daring him to close in and throw those strikes. And that just, you know, speaks to the confidence of Mercado.
Absolutely.
Fakes the takedown, comes upstairs, then goes for the takedown. But Rhoads, good job with the defense in the corner of Rhoads saying back away, and he does exactly that.
JR, how do you deal with a guy that's got that kind of a wrestling game?
You know, you have to spend an entire camp working your sprawl and almost nothing else.
You're right. You're right.
You have to already have a game, be it striking, grappling, whatever. You have to have a game that is so good that you can dedicate 8 weeks to not being taken down. And then working on the mental aspect of the game if you do get taken down. You know, you've put in all that work and then you get in the cage and it happens anyway. How do you deal with that?
You know, and I think that the real answer in dealing with a guy like Mercado is stand up. Just get yourself on your feet, do whatever it takes to get yourself up and create the fight to stay in the center of the cage. If he puts you on your back and he puts you against the cage, you're not getting out.
Yeah, you know, stand up, keep it in the center. Easy for you and I to say from over here.
Right, of course, of course.
Undefeated from behind the mic.
Nick Rhoads smiling as Mercado fakes the takedown attempt. And Nick Rhoads with a big head kick.
And that might have Mercado thinking a little bit about keeping that left hand up as he's circling. And I believe we've got a little less than a minute left in round one, and Mercado shows the high kick. Skipped in, looking for the knee. Gives Mercado a chance at the body lock. 10-second clacker. Little separation. Coming back with the second round. Try it again. And immediately I see both guys looking to set a faster pace here in round two.
Yeah, I was just going to say, much more aggressive second round from both guys, actually.
Which interesting, because it's not like round one was really a slow round.
Oh, nice inside leg kick right there from Nick Rhoads. Lands beautifully. And Mercado looking to take him down.
Looking to wrap up head control is Rhoads, but Mercado
with a fireman's
just
carry.
Rips him over. Corner Mercado calling for knees to the body. And Rhoads, good job getting back to his feet. Mercado in on the ankle.
Oh, and he's got that tight. And a nice job of Mercado to get out of that. That was a tight choke right there from Rhoads.
Good defense. So Mercado back against the cage. Not flat yet. He's going to try to get his shoulders up a little bit higher so he can start working his feet underneath him.
And Nick Rhoads right now looking to lock up Mercado against the cage and throw those elbows down.
Good position for Rhoads. And he doesn't mind here. He can continue with this striking, or he has opportunities to back away if he wants to bring it back to standing.
He's got himself in a really good position here, and he's executing offense right now.
Just needs to be real cognizant of not giving up position here.
But he's got Mercado in a bad spot.
And the corner of Mercado saying create some space, and Rhoads doing exactly the opposite of that, wants to stick to him like gum on the bottom of your shoe.
And he's doing it. He's got one leg captured right there from Mercado, and he's literally been throwing elbows down this whole round. And you can hear Coach Elliot Marshall right now saying, you've got to move, you've got to create space, and you've got to get out of that spot.
Absolutely, and opposite that, the corner Team Wildman saying keep your hands moving, keep that elbow landing. Yeah, and just screaming across the cage, Thomas Danny screaming, elbows!
Nick Rhoads with an outstanding positional dominance in the second round.
Really nice job of keeping Mercado's hips down on the mat. Hasn't been able to plant his shoulders flat on the mat, but he has had them up against the cage.
And he's also got his leg captured still. He hasn't given up that capture, and he's throwing those elbows down. They're landing.
Big elbows there. Those are where you get some cauliflower ear. My goodness. Pro fight, so referee Adam Martinez is going to let this go.
Wow, exceptional control right now from NyQuil Rhoads. There is no NyQuil about this man.
No kidding. Mercado, good position here. Starting to get his feet underneath him, get his hips back. He has a little bit of space. Oh, but Rhoads turns it.
Wow.
Going for back control. He's too high in order to affect the rear naked choke. Let's see if Mercado's able to shake him off.
Oh, wow.
Rhoads going to try to roll through. Unable to do so. And Mercado must be exhausted.
And he is definitely dinged up right now. He's got a cut underneath the left cheek, or under the left eye, I apologize. And Nick Rhoads is moving in for the kill, it looks like. Mercado looks a little bit confused right now with what to do.
And Rhoads, really nice job here, keeping the guard high and tight. Knows Mercado's coming with those power strikes.
And really keeping a good gauge on the distances right now is Nick Rhoads. Mercado taking some deep breaths, though, right now as he's trying to find that opening to either decoy that big left hand
and there
or
it was.
that takedown. That's right.
10-second clacker. And corner of Mercado asking him, please do something to finish the round, but we're going to a third.
Outstanding second. We got a new champ, unofficially.
Unofficially. And again, the inside leg kick, and Mercado, early shot in round number 3.
And that's understandable. That's where he's most comfortable. There's no question.
Rhoads measuring the distance. You talked about it in round number 2, making sure he's not in there too tight. And good hip position here. Mercado doesn't even have his hands on a leg or an ankle here, so now he's just relegated to sticking that right arm out, trying to keep Rhoads from circling to the back.
Rhoads had a beautiful whizzer that literally took Mercado off balance, and right now he's controlling the action, Nick Rhoads is, and he's looking to strike.
And the corner of Mercado just imploring him to pressure forward, saying strike, strike, strike.
And Nick Rhoads looks to me like he's getting more and more comfortable with every second that goes by in this third and final round.
Yeah, as he defends each takedown, his confidence has to grow.
Definitely. And I got to tell you, he looks in outstanding shape. I know he's been here for about 3 weeks prior to this fight, but he looks acclimated to the altitude here just fine. He looks outstanding tonight.
Oh, Mercado looks low, kicks high. Such a classic fake, and it just barely skipped off the head of Rhoads. Very close to being the KO kick that Mercado wanted there.
And there's a kick right there from Nick Rhoads.
Stinging body kick.
Yeah.
Rhoads pinned against the cage, shuts down his ability to put his hips back. He's going to have to rely on digging that right underhook, try to pressure, pressure the head down and lift up on the left shoulder of Mercado.
Mercado doing everything he can to keep the pressure on Nick Rhoads against that cage so that he can secure that single leg, convert it to a double leg, and take Nick Rhoads down and keep him against that cage where he really won't be able to execute an offense. But nice underhooks right there from Nick Rhoads.
And Mercado, again with the fireman's, tries to switch off side to side, but Mercado going to enjoy some time in top position now.
And you don't really see fireman's carries twice in a fight, in an MMA fight, landing. But Mercado with that wrestling is able to pull it off.
Trying to control the head as Mercado, see if he can close it off, looking to roll for the guillotine, and skipping off to the side is Rhoads. I think he's safe. It's difficult for us to see.
He looks like he's okay.
Yeah, Mercado cranking hard for it. And looking to go between striking and pushing on the elbow.
And Mercado hanging on for dear life right now. Last thing he can do is afford to give up that choke attempt and let Nick Rhoads on top of him and finish the.
And Rhoads about to pop his head out. Excuse me, Ron.
No, you're fine. And out goes Rhoads, and this is a bad spot for Jared Mercado. He's exhausted. I can see it in his face. He's exhausted. Nick Rhoads is on top of him in a good position right now, and he's got about a minute left in this third and final round to execute some heavy offense from that top position.
And Mercado doing a great job with his guard, getting both butterfly hooks in.
Yep.
Trying to scoot out on the hip now. Wants to reset that guillotine. If he does, he'll probably try to close that guard, control the hips of Rhoads. But for now, Rhoads looking to create some posture and looking to strike here as Rhoads has a couple of punches to solid effect. 30 seconds left in the fight.
Good call.
Rhoads looking to close it out with this choke here, but doesn't have the hand position. And my gosh, the toughness of Jared Mercado, his ability to escape bad positions and deal with adversity. But 10-second clackers sound, and we're going to let the judges tell us who the winner is on this one, Ron.
And Nick Rhoads putting heavy pressure on Jared Mercado to finish this fight.